Hello and welcome back to Life by Design with myself, Jack Ravel. Today we are going to be talking about the 7 fears that all new coaches have and how to overcome them. Let's get on with it. So, 7 fears that coaches have when they start. I mean, there's multiple fears that you have when you first start out in the coaching space, but there's so many of them that come up time and time and time again. And I'm going to go through with them, each and every one of them with you today, and I'm going to explain a way you can overcome them as well. So, first of all, don't know what you're saying. You don't know what to say in a coaching environment. All right, it happens all the time. You get in front of your clients, you start talking, then suddenly your mind goes blank, foggy. You have complete and utter panic because you don't know what to say. Well, that's okay because everybody has that. It's totally normal. Humans are designed to be not perfect. We don't have the answers all the time. We don't know what to say the whole time. So if that ever happens, right, just remember that it's totally normal and that you're always a student, okay? You're always a student in the coaching space, and you're not meant to have all the answers anyway. It's not like you're there to tell the oracles of life and share the meaning and secrets of everything that's going on. No, you're there to help your client achieve the goal they want to achieve by asking great questions and supporting them along the way. The other thing as well is that you got to remember is that if you think you fail, I hate that word, but if you think you fail, then it's wrong. You're actually just getting feedback on what's just happened. So if you do something once and it goes wrong and you class it as a failure, no, just relook at what happened and decide to not do that thing again. Get the feedback from that and move forward. All right. So if you don't know what to say in a situation, the best thing you can do is, how does that thing make you feel? Or tell me more about that. Or what else? Those are great questions to keep the conversation flowing. All right. Number 2, you don't know what you're doing. Generally, you just don't know what you're doing, right? You have no idea how to, find a client, coach a client, retain a client. You don't know how to put yourself out there. You don't know how to even just show up as a coach. You've completely changed careers and you're suddenly lost in this crazy jungle that we call the life coaching space. Well, don't worry. We're all there. We're all got our machetes out, hacking through the jungle, trying to figure this whole space out. And a couple of things I can help you with is, first of all, trust the process. By trusting the process, you will be able to really involve yourself and lean into the discomfort that comes with the knowing a new skill and putting yourself out there and being quite vulnerable. People think that life coaches have this magic ball or this amazing ability to see into the future. We don't, right? We're just people that are really, really intuitive and really good at asking good questions and getting the best out of people, okay? So if you feel like you don't know what to do, okay, then just sit there and enjoy the conversation you're having with your clients. Make sure that you're getting as much out of them as possible. Make sure that you are getting them to push themselves outside their comfort zone, which will in turn push you outside your comfort zone, all right? And remember, be honest with yourself about where you are. If you think you need some help getting yourself past a certain point in your coaching space, then hire a coach. That's what they're there for. I think that anybody who doesn't hire a coach who is a coach is basically devaluing their own service. All right. So just make sure you do that. Third thing, the thing that goes on in everyone's head is, I won't get clients. Massive fear for people. Okay. The first thing is, getting clients isn't easy, right? There's no magic formula, even though there are thousands of gurus out there on the internet telling you that there is, and they'll happily take £5,000 worth of your money to tell you that secret magic formula that's apparently so easy, right? The thing is that everybody's confused. Everybody has, the ability to, be able to not know how to get clients or where to find them or what's going on with it all. And the problem is that not many people know how to promote themselves. I've been a big believer in the fact that if you promote yourself, then people come to you. You don't have to go to them. So with that in mind, if you're struggling to get clients and you don't really know where to start, I would start by sharing some things about you. Share your story. How did you get into coaching? Why is coaching important to you? What is your mission for the next year, 2 years, 5 years in the coaching space? Give people a reason to start a conversation with you. And if that will get you out of your comfort zone, it will start you talking about what you do, all right? Another thing is, what people think about is that people will laugh at you. I tell you now, right, this is a stat, that 99% of tweets on Twitter are made by 1% of the Twitters. So that basically says that there's only 1% of people creating the content and 99% of people consuming it. The same goes on every other social platform. So you may be scrolling through your socials, looking at all these amazing people sharing all those incredible stories, but actually you're just a consumer. If you suddenly just start posting stuff as well, you become in the top 1%. You start becoming a creator. And guess what? 99% of the other people are going to start seeing your content as well. All right. So just start sharing stuff about you. The other thing a lot of people get confused about is they think there's too much competition. I think competition's great. You know why? Because when you've got competition, you get hungry. When you've got competition, you're able to stand out above the rest. You've got something to compare yourself to. And if you can be authentic, if you can be real, and if you can stand up and you can do the coaching in the best way possible, that will shine through all these absolute charlatans that don't actually have a clue what they're doing, are not qualified, or are trying to sell you some quick get rich quick scheme. So make sure that if you are thinking about, if you're scared about getting clients, just put yourself out there. Start being a bit vulnerable. Start putting, sharing your story, even if it's just 1 minute interview on your own to camera, just saying, hey, I'm Jack and this is what I am all about and this is why I'm doing what I do. It will do wonders for you, I promise. Fourth thing, I can't change. Now that comes from a deep set belief. All right, belief is something that drives us forward or holds us back. If we believe that we can't do something, right, then we won't do it. If we believe we can do something, then we'll move forward. It's as simple as that. All right. So when you believe something, you have this internal dialogue that's helping you move you forward. But at the same time, it can be very debilitating. It can stop you from moving forward as well. All right. Now, you may have all these thoughts like, oh, people won't pay me for my services, or, I'm not good enough to do this, or I'm not qualified enough, or I need some more training, or whatever the excuse is, right? At the end of the day, right, you are already doing what you do. Believe in the fact that you are a great coach and that there are people out there that need your services. All right. You're doing yourself and your clients a disservice by not believing in yourself. They need your help. Right? People need your help. You've gone through the training, hopefully. You've gone through all of the hours of coaching other people and learning all the skills you need to become a great coach. So start using them for good. Start helping people in the way they need it. All right? And just believe that you can do this, because the more you do it, the better you'll get and the more belief will come. All right? Belief is something that, it needs to start as a foundation, but it will grow in time. Number 5, they will reject me. I hear this a lot where people are terrified of what other people will think of them. Again, going back to what I said earlier about putting out videos or putting out anything, whether it's an article or just a post about who you are, people are like, oh, but what if? It's like, yeah, but what if you don't? What if you don't put it out there? What happens if nobody has a clue who you are and you end up sitting in your office at home, waiting for clients just to land on your lap for the next however many months or years? Then what? What if then? How about you just put something out there and just don't give a crap what people think about you? People are going to have their own opinions whether you like it or not. So if you put yourself out there and someone doesn't like it, then that's their problem, not yours. You need to be looking for those no's. You need to be putting yourself out there and having people go, nah, unfollow. Brilliant. That gives you more opportunity to get people that do want to like you to follow you. Or if you are prospecting and you're in a client situation and you pitch your product and they say no, that's fine. They're not right for you. That's their loss, not yours. All right. So when you think about rejection, just think about the fact that you are good enough, absolutely good enough, and you're doing more than most people are by putting yourself out there. All right. And the last one is that it's not perfect yet. Right, first of all, what is this word perfect? Can someone please explain to me the definition of perfect? Because in my book, it is absolute rubbish. It doesn't mean anything. It's like saying, what is happiness? Like, what is wealth? Like, it's an immeasurable stick. How long's a piece of string, right? Perfect is such a stupid word because it doesn't mean anything. Perfect is something that debilitates you. Perfect is something that stops you moving forward. Perfect is something that actually stops dreams, not creates them. What I would say is done is better than perfect. There's a story about a photographer who has a class of students and he has 100 kids in his class, and he says to half of them, he's like, right, half of you, you're allowed to take 10 photos and enter a competition in a month's time. The other 50 are allowed to take 100 photos and they can also submit a photo in that same competition. Which group do you think won the competition? It's the one that took 100 photos. Do you know why? It's because they had 10 times more practice than the other group. And yes, their photos may not have been as good, right, at the beginning, but they tried and tried and tried again. And over time, they became better and better at getting photos done. And what the metaphor of this story is that, you are better off putting out, 10 videos, posts, pictures, whatever you want to put out that are okay, that you can learn from, that you can get feedback from, than trying to put out one that takes you 10 hours that's probably not even that great, and you then end up worrying for days afterwards that it's not that great and nobody likes it. It just causes you anxiety, stress, and it just doesn't do any wonders for anyone, okay? Put content out there, put yourself out there, and show people who you really are in the coaching space, all right? Those are the 7 fears that I've noticed in people that are just starting out in the coaching space. And if you're one of them, and any of those have resonated with you, then drop me a message, because I work with people who want to sell themselves better. All right. I've got a wealth of experience in being able to show up authentically and help people sell themselves to their ideal client. And if you want to work with me, then drop me a message and we can have a chat. Until next time, if you enjoyed this, please subscribe. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Peace out.